Hello, traders. This is Greg from Master Trader. This is part of a series of responding to students on questions that they had about trades or a trading concept. And so this one was about a trade setup that they were interested in doing. And the question was on this particular stock that they want to get a long position and want to know your opinion regarding the quality of the analysis. And they said a possible buy setup with the formation of a prior high would avoid to the left. So here's the prior high, which is a bit questionable as a prior high. Maybe it's a slightly higher high. So as we dissect this thing, is the trend up, down, or sideways? The trend's down. And so this made a bit of a climactic move lower. And when prices accelerate to the downside, many times you're going to get a counter trend move. And one of our trading setups is climactic buy setups. Now, when prices get extended like this, you look for a pattern such as this where you get red bars ignored and, you get a flip up and you get a little counter trend trade. You don't know how far it's going to go. And so you trail a prior bars low and you can get out, whatever it's going to do. Sometimes it gets a bit higher. You really don't know. So this stock pulled back and it made a higher low and comes up to this area of resistance where this prior pivot is. 3 lower highs to the left and right. Now, resistance means supply. There's sellers there, and you can see there's sellers. So what he was asking was if it traded above this high to go long. Now, I'm of the opinion, why would I want to trade something like this long that's in a downtrend? I would always be looking for some kind of a continuation pattern. And continuation patterns where it breaks down lower, maybe it gaps below, and then it rallies back up, closes strong up near the high of the day, and you could get a continuation pattern. It's still in a downtrend. This is not like the beginning of a move, so it's not ideal for even trading a continuation pattern. You could get, like I said, a big bottoming tail bar as well, not just a gap down. It could trade all the way down and come back up again. Some pattern that shows you that it attempted to go down and there's strong demand below, so it comes right back up again. I don't like it as a long. So even if it trades above here, he said his target could be about $55 because the accelerated move lower, yes, it does have a void. There's resistance over here. So his idea was if it got through here, it could possibly travel up there. Now, in a bottoming situation, which is may or may not be, retesting this high, it may just go back down to the lows again. If it was going sideways for a while and built up a base, what we call absorbing supply, more simply bullish price action, it goes sideways at resistance. Maybe it makes an attempt to go down, comes back up again. That could be a tradable scenario. The weekly is in a downtrend, and you can see the way it accelerated. So could it pop back up a little bit? Sure. But it's not that high of a great high probability trade. It's not a great trade setup. So without that attempt to go lower and failure to do so, I don't like this as a long trade setup. Again, downtrend, weekly, downtrend here, even though it's made a higher low, maybe a slightly higher high on a closing basis, it's not the kind of setup that I would look for. Now I can see it's a utility independent power producer. In addition, we could look at other stocks that are doing the same thing. And we could see if any of them, on the week, let's see, any of them are really strong that might look better. Bottoming. So none of here's one in an uptrend. It's in the same sector, but we'd want to see this one pull back a little bit further. This one is, it's in an uptrend, kind of choppy. It's not a great sector. And so you have some that are moving up, most that are either sloppy or moving down. So as I go through some of the stocks within this particular sector, it doesn't pop out at me as being a great opportunity either. Last thing I'd point out is what this is showing is that there was a volume spike here. The volume spike happened on the way up into this resistance area. So while buyers stepped up on the pullback and did form a V type of a bottom, which shows you that buyers were aggressive on the dip, that volume spike right at the high says it's probably going to stall. Now, just repeating, this did not have any kind of a breakdown failure pattern. It is at resistance, and I'm more concerned that even if it did take out this high, because of the questionable sector and pattern, it would be a whipsaw. So there are better things to focus on than something in a downtrend in multiple time frames that's attempting to make a bottom that may go higher. Why focus on things that are questionable rather than find things that more alignment of multiple time frames and patterns that make sense. Hope that helps. Any questions, email me, Greg at Master Trader.